video for you. This is a tag that was started by Yoda and Andre. They started this collaboration tag and it is called, I'm gonna look it up, on my iPad mini 6. Is this the status symbol? Given that it's freaking $600 something for one little, anyway, okay. But that raises a question, right? Is the Birkin just a status symbol? I was tagged by Andre, and thank you, Andre, for tagging me. And I want to say I watched Yoda's video and Andre's video, and I didn't watch anybody else's video on purpose because I didn't want it to influence how I was going to respond to this question. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. If you're new, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I do videos on luxury. What is this with hand? I do videos on luxury, fashion, particularly bags, travel, and lifestyle. I think I was going back and forth. Is it just a status symbol? But then now as I'm talking about it, is it just a status symbol? I think it's a lot more than status symbol. So for me, it's more than just a status symbol. It says not only, it has a lot of different things. First thing that comes to me, wow, they must be wealthy. Wow. And then if they have a Birkin or whatever with a crocodile or some exotics, it's like, oh my God, they must be wealthy. What kind of a house do they live in? Do I need to go follow them? And, okay, no, I'm not following anybody. I'm not gonna go steal your house. And the other is being judgy. The thing is, they must be wealthy because they're carrying this thing, using this super expensive bag, and knowing how much they had to spend to get one of these things. So then I look at the person. Let me know if you prejudge. Like if you see a young, like 20-something-year-old, 18-year-old, 20-year-old, a college student carrying a Birkin or a Kelly, what is the first thing you're gonna think? I look at how old they are they trust fund babies? Are they wasting their money? Do they look like they're, independently wealthy? Or do they look like their, relatives bought it for them, or their boyfriend bought it for them, or their girlfriend bought it for them? Oh, thank God my son is not dating her. So there's a lot more to it than just a status, I think. I mean, I know that I'm judging. And because for all I know, they could be independently wealthy. They could be 20-year-old geniuses who've, has started 3 companies by the time they've reached 25. So I think that Birkin is more than just a status symbol. It says, good or bad, it says something to the other person who knows about Birkin. Of course, it says nothing if you are not into handbags and it's just a bag. But if you know about Hermes, and if you know about how hard it is to get some of these items, and a young person carries it, all these things go through your mind, which is not fair, right? Because we don't know their situation. I don't know their situation yet. Here I am making judgments. Maybe they invested their money really, really well, saved and saved and saved while they made a boatload of killing in stock market. How do I know? Who am I to judge, right? But that is all to say that it's more than just a status symbol. It's not just the Birkin, so is Chanel, right? Like the Chanels, I think, are much more recognizable. So one of the things I like about Hermes is that it is kind of hard to tell that it's Hermes, except for Constant, unless you know. If you know, right? Kind of like the Chanel reissue. If you know that reissue is thousands of dollars. But if you don't know anything about Chanel, it doesn't have a recognizable CC logo. That said, I could also say, okay, so when I carry my Chanel reissue and I go, oh, I like it because I feel safe in my mind. I don't know if it is true or not. Carrying my Chanel reissue. Because if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So the fact that if you know, that means the person who knows that I'm carrying the reissue know about bags, know how much it costs, so that they know. I know that they know. It wasn't until since I turned 50, that I started getting into luxury. Before, I didn't know what a Kelly was. I didn't know what a Birkin was. I had one bag. I carried it until it was pretty much breaking down everywhere, and then I would get another bag, and I would get my bag prices. If I remember when my kids were in, and it wasn't at this point when I got this bag, and remember it's Furla. I remember distinctly that it was Furla. There's a point to this. Stay with me, that I remember thinking it was like Filene's Basement, which is no longer around, and they were having a 50% off on Furla bag. It used to be $550, and I thought, oh, $550, but I got it for $250, and then there was a little defect, and so I got another 10% off, and I remember thinking, oh my God, and I felt like, that sky was the limit, like I felt like 10 feet tall having found this great bargain. So that was the kind of stuff I was into. I was into bargain hunting. I got like a charge from getting things on a deal, okay? So, and the thing with me is that if somebody asks me, oh, I like your bag, I'd go, guess what? I couldn't just say, yes, thank you. I'd go, guess what? I got this. This was $550. I got it. Then it was $250, and then I got it for like $230. It was like $235. I still remember it. I don't know why. Because it was a big momentous occasion. So that is all to say that at that point, I had no idea what Birkins or Kellys or Constance or anything Hermes. I knew Chanel, I knew Louis Vuitton, but I didn't even know Hermes existed, okay? Chanel and Louis Vuitton were like, oh my God, they have money. So in a sense, when the question is Birkin just as, just a status symbol, I think Louis Vuitton, look, I'm wearing this on purpose. Louis Vuitton is also a status symbol. Chanel is like a, even greater status symbol in a way, because so many of Chanel bags as a conglomerate is more expensive than Louis Vuitton, because Louis Vuitton canvas bags, you could still pay $1,000 something, which is still a lot of money. But so I remember looking at people carrying Louis Vuitton and going, wow, they must have a lot of money, or they must have a lot of disposable income. I now know that that's not the case, that some people spend money on, they may have $5,000 or $50 in their checking account or their banking account and have spent thousands of dollars on their bags or their jewelry or whatever. So what I know now, that it's not always what you wear, what you drive that shows how much money or how much power or how much status you have. So, and remember when I said that I loved telling people what a great deal I got and how much I enjoyed getting a deal? Now, if I'm carrying a Chanel bag with a CC logo, okay, and somebody says, wow, that's a beautiful bag, I'll just say thank you, but I won't go into, you know what? This was $5,500, but now it's $7,500. I just don't say it. So in a way, I'm a little bit embarrassed. That said, when I wear that Chanel bag, I feel 10 feet tall because I know how much it is and how hard I had to work to achieve that, right? I think it's the same for Birkin and the Kelly. There's a saying, I remember my sister telling me this. Why is it that all of a sudden we want Hermes, Birkin, and the Kelly and this stuff? And I guess it's because of all the social media and YouTube and Instagram and whatever. In the Silence of the Lamb movie, there's a phrase, something to the effect of, you covet what you see, right? So I covet what I see a lot, which unless I stop watching YouTube, I'm gonna covet Chanel's, Birkins, and I know how much they cost. I know what it sort of represents. To say that it doesn't, for the people who know how much these things cost, represents some sort of achievement, some sort of financial stability. I'm not saying it is, but that's what it portrays, whether it's correct or not. So I hope it's a very interesting question. I think it's more than just Birkin. I think people feel that way about Louis Vuitton when they carry a Neverfull. I mean, it's a durable bag, but it also says something about how much extra cash you must have, or how much or I know it's not always the case. I know it. And I can tell you that I wouldn't have been even putting myself on the wait list to be serious about wanting to get a Birkin or a Kelly if the Chanel prices were not so high. And I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification because I don't always post, and I would love it if you click the bell notification so that you'd be notified every time I upload more videos. Okay guys, thank you, bye. Happy New Year again.